I'm going to give a very short khatira. It's not fundraising, trust me. So if you don't mind, the Sheikh Shakir is not here, just give me a few minutes, inshallah. I'm going to tell you a story, and this is a story that happened in this masjid, and to tell you why I know this masjid is a barakah. In the year 2000, I was making i'tikaf in the back hall with another young man at the time. I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant him justice in this life or the next. His name is Ahmed Abu Ali. Him and I were together in i'tikaf, and we made an agreement during i'tikaf that we would choose a dua that we would make for one another, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant that dua for each one of us. So he at the time asked me to make dua for him that he is able to go study abroad, and another dua, and he made dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant me hajj and a righteous wife. So we made this dua, we made this pact that this would be a dua that we would make for each other during the i'tikaf. Now, maybe I believe he's probably closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than I am, because his du'as came true for me, but not all my du'a came true for him. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to still grant the other du'a. So in the year 2000, I made hajj, alhamdulillah, and I had my katb al-kitab, my contract, on September 1st in this masjid, right here. And alhamdulillah, 18 years later, now I have 4 kids, Sumayya, Shifa, Hassan and Maryam. And this is the blessings and barakah of this masjid that brought me together with this brother. I consider him a brother, and again I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant him justice in this life and the next. Brother Ahmed Abu Ali, please don't forget him from your dua. So the reason I mention this is because there's an interesting ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah on the ayat of Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala begins with the ayat, you know, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam, then shahru Ramadan, and then there's an interesting ayah that comes. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. And if my worshipper asks of me, know that I am close, answering the call of those who would ask or who would call. Right? فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. Let them return to me, respond to me, and let them believe in me. So we're going to do an exercise for the next 5 minutes. And the exercise is the following. I'm your brother, Saif Dawood Abdurrahman. And I just mentioned I'm married. My wife Fatima is also a person who grew up in this masjid. And I have 4 kids. I want you to think for 1 second about a dua that you want this Ramadan. And then I want you to turn to your brother or your sister. Sisters, this is for you also. I want you to turn to your brother to your right and introduce yourself. Even if you think you know this brother, even if you think you know each other's name, introduce your full name. And after you introduce yourself, tell them if you're married or unmarried, or if you're looking to get married, and then ask for a dua that you want that brother to make for you for the rest of the month of Ramadan, or that sister. So let's take a minute to do that. Turn around to your brother or your sister to your right and introduce yourself. I'm hearing Brother Hussein saying, I know this and I know. You should introduce. Yasser, you should tell him, my name is Yasser.
My name is Muhammad Saif.
My name is Saif Abdurrahman. Hayyak Allah.
I see some brothers not participating. Brother, yes, you, I can see you, brother. Find someone in the back. It's okay. Yes, you, brother. You have someone next. Yes, you too. Introduce yourselves. Brother Brothers, did you introduce? Did you pick a dua? Sisters, this is for you also.
I just want to be righteous and practice Islam much better and apply,
So,
science and religion together.
are we finished? Assalamu alaikum Abu Nabil. Taysir Abu Gharbiya. Yakumullah. Okay, brothers, for the next week, when you see a brother in the masjid or a sister, and you say Salamu alaikum, say Assalamu alaikum, my name is such and such, even if you think you know this person. Okay? Say Assalamu alaikum, my name is Saif. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Muhammad. Because sometimes, I'll tell you, I forget names. So I may see a brother that I've known for years. I see him at the masjid for years. But I'm embarrassed to ask because of all these years, I've seen him and I haven't said. So please, introduce yourself for the next week. And can we make a commitment that we will make the dua that was asked? Brothers and sisters, can we make that commitment? جزاكم الله خيرا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت استغفرك وأتوب إليك. One last thing, make dua for me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants my dua. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
بارك الله فيك.